Hey Taurus, what's going down? Elsie here to do a reading for you. The bonus read. How are you, my bull gang? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Let's find out what's going on for you. Taurus, if you've never been here before, welcome here. Thank you so much for clicking here. And there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen if you decide to stay. For those of you who keep coming back, my ride or dies, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you. Just coming back to give you a bonus read to say thank you for all the ways that you love on me. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's the most important thing we need to know? Well, the first thing we need to know is that there is the Six of Pentacles. Why is that? I feel like somebody wants to give you something, or you want to exchange something with somebody. It might be someone that you've already released, Taurus. It feels like this person is, you know what it feels like? It kind of feels a little bit like somebody who disappointed you, or somebody who really hurt you, or continually hurts you. And I feel like this person's coming back with a gift or a trinket, or somebody's like, come on, let me buy you dinner. Like, it feels like that sort of energy. It feels like somebody who, oh gosh, yeah, it feels like it's somebody who can, the thing is this, is it does feel like it's someone who continually hurts you. And it feels like that person is someone that you keep allowing back in. I'm going to say you keep giving the person the benefit of the doubt, because that's who we are as Taurus, right? I'm a Taurus sun. I know that. That's how we are as Taurus. We're very loyal. We keep giving people chances after chances after chances. And it feels like this person wants to give you something after hurting you in some type of way. They may have withdrawn their energy, or maybe you withdrew your energy from them, but it feels like the Eight of Cups being present here is like it's a detachment. It's like after this last painful cycle we had, we detached from each other. Maybe you pulled away or they did, but the Eight of Cups is here. It's like somebody here decided, I can't settle for this anymore. I can't settle for the way this person treats me. We've got the Page of Swords. Look, for some of you, it could be a child. A child who doesn't seem to learn their lessons. And that would make sense to me as to why you keep letting this person back in, because it's really hard to turn away your child, right? So it could be someone who's either a child, someone who's childish, or someone who acts really immature. It feels like this person hurts you with their words. So I don't think they hurt you physically. I don't think it's anything like that, but I feel like we get to this place where this person just sort of throws out information, right? I say, but this Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is like that little kid that comes up to you and says, hey, are you pregnant? And no, you just put on a few pounds, right? And the kid is like, oh, you're just fat. Like, it feels like that sort of energy, you know what I mean? It could be an adult, but someone who acts like, who acts really immature, somebody who doesn't watch their words, who just throws it out, and they think because they have a certain amount of information that they can just throw it at you and you'll be okay with it. So these swords that are in your back, I feel like it's because somebody's either talking about you, or this person just hurts you with their words. This could be an adult, this could be a child, an adult child, possibly. Tell me about this Page of Swords. And they say it in quite a way that's really detached emotionally. It's like they feel like they're entitled to be able to say things to you, and it's not supposed to hurt you. It's just supposed to bounce off you. I feel like with the Hermit energy here that you often have to heal after you have communication with this person. Often after you speak with them, that you go into a place where you just don't speak with anybody for a while, and you have to heal the self. Why do you keep letting this go on? Why does this keep going on here? Please tell me about the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Tell me about this. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Justice. Look, you keep holding back your justice is what it is. So I don't know who this person is to you. They could be a child. They could be somebody who's immature, and they are an adult. They don't even have to be related to you. But it feels like you keep holding back your justice. It's like you, when they show up, you're really excited to see them. And so this could be an old relationship too, an old friendship. It could be someone who's quite immature, that's never grown up. But it feels like it's like you hold back your justice. You don't really say what you're thinking. For the sake of keeping everything balanced, for the sake of keeping this person in your life, or you're happy to see them and you don't want them to be so disconnected from you that you don't hear them again. Why don't you give them justice? Tell me about this. Why aren't you giving them justice? Because you're the Hierophant. So I feel like somebody here feels as though being compassionate, kind, and loving is eventually going to make a change in the way that this person treats you. So the Hierophant, of course, is the spiritual teacher, right? So I feel like somebody is in the energy of, I'm just going to turn the other cheek. It's like forgive them, they know not what they do, is sort of the energy that I'm getting here. But the thing is that eventually you're going to have to make a decision, because judgment is here. You're being called to do something. And I feel like traditionally this person, you let them get away with whatever they get away with. They continually hurt you. But I feel like maybe you possibly either are in love with them, you have love for them, or maybe you are their mother or their father. And it feels like you feel that that in order to be able to have this person come back into your life over and over, that you have to take, I don't know that you feel like you have to take this sort of energy, but I feel like you're not doing anything about it, is what I want to say. That you never exact your justice on them, because you know that if you do, that there's going to be a break in communication. They'll withdraw their energy, they'll go silent on you, and then you won't hear from them again. So I don't know if this is just I'm just gonna be honest. It feels like either it's an abusive relationship, or it's somebody whose child keeps coming back into their life and hurting them, and nobody is saying anything about it because nobody wants to have this person pull away. Tell me about this. So I think that you keep telling them, look, you need to work on that. You really need to work on that. The Eight of Pentacles is here. You need to work harder on watching the words that you say. You need to work harder on yourself. I feel like you keep giving them this advice. We've got the Queen of Swords here, and I feel like you are giving them tough love. But I just want to say that I think that the reason that this person thinks that they can just come in and say whatever they want without any recourse is because you're the Queen of Swords. It feels like you are the person who is authentic. You are somebody who is not aggressive, but you are assertive. And this person who is immature, too immature to understand it, or maybe is a child, doesn't understand the difference between aggression and assertion. And you are someone who is assertive. You've learned assertion. You've learned how to be assertive over your life. That means saying things in a very eloquent way, things that are honest and truthful and factual. You say them honestly, but you say them in a way where people might get offended, but you're hoping that they won't. But this person has taken it out of context. Now, I'm saying that because the Wheel of Fortune is here with the Queen of Swords. It feels like the Queen of Swords, over time, has learned their destiny. Their destiny is that if I learn how to say the words properly, eloquently, intelligently, I feel like people will listen to me. I will win people's votes, or I will win people's approval. I don't think you're trying to win approval, but you know what I mean, that people will take it easier. I think that the Wheel of Fortune's here, and this approach has worked for you. But I think that whoever is the page has taken it way out of context, is what it feels like. And the reason that you don't exact justice on them, is because you don't want this person to pull away and never come back. Ooh, that's not good. I'm just saying, that's not good energy. Like, it feels like this page is getting away with whatever they're getting away with because the people in their life allow them to get away with it. Like, they smack talk people. Tell me what we're supposed to do here with the situation. What can we do so the Wheel of Fortune moves forward for everyone? We do have the Fool. Okay, so we begin again. We start at the beginning. We are at the beginning of the year, right? So maybe things will be better this year. We've got the King of Cups, so we've got mom and dad possibly, or a soulmate couple if this is a romantic connection. And we have the Ten of Cups. So this is probably someone that you're either in love with, maybe married to, possibly as a soulmate. Soulmates can be anything. Soulmates can be children, mother, brother, sister, friends. It can be anything. But you are a soulmate. You two mirror each other. It feels like they are family or they feel like family. And when they do come around, you're very excited, right? The Ace of Wands is here. When they come around and give you their attention, you're very excited and you open the door because you're like, well, maybe this is a new day. Maybe this is a new chapter. We'll treat it differently. I will give this person tough love, right? That's the king of water. That's Scorpio. And that's, I'm going to love you. Don't piss me off. Don't piss around, right? Like, it feels like you give them tough love because they might be a member of your family or you're really happy when they're around. Tell me about the King of Cups, please. Yeah, but it's getting tiresome, right? You've got to make a decision. It's getting pretty exhausting. You've got to make a decision here. It feels like you stay silent. You stay quiet. And I think it's because this person, you know that if you say something, they're not going to come back. What is Taurus supposed to do about the situation, please? What is Taurus supposed to do about the situation? It's the best way to take care of the situation because you can't go on not saying anything. The funny thing is that you are the Queen of Swords. I feel like when you're around this person, you are the Queen of Swords. You don't take anything from them. You check them. You say, hey, that's not the right thing to say. But I feel like you don't exact justice, which is if you're going to do that, don't come back to my house until you can unfork your tongue. Don't come back to my house. I feel like the Queen of Swords does stand up, does say something, tells them you got to work on yourself. You give them tough love. But I feel like it's not enough. I feel like you need to exact justice here and stop holding back the justice. Tell me, what is the solution here for Taurus, please? We've got the Hanged Man. Look, the universe is saying you need a different perspective. You need to stop sacrificing yourself, and you need to get a different perspective on the situation. Excuse me. You need to use your intuition. You really need to dig deep and figure out what the universe wants you to do here. You must have a different perspective. In order for things to change, you have to change the way you look at the situation, which is exactly what the Hanged Man is about. You need to make a decision and then take action on it. It's not enough just to make the decision, right? You've got to take action on it. There's a lot of things that you can do to move this thing forward. Give us some advice. We've got the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is, I feel like instead of celebrating or being excited whenever this person comes to your door, there might be a different way that you can deal with this here. And it's in the perspective. We've got, the King, the King of Swords is in the reverse. Before, this person, whoever they are, whether they're an adult or a child, or maybe they're an adult child, but they are immature. I want to say that the King of Swords, when the King of Swords comes out, you're going to stop them at the door and say, put your finger in their face and say, look, you're going to watch your mouth. You're not going to say the things that you said before. And the first time that you get out of line, you're out and don't come back. I feel like that's how the King of Swords would take care of it when the King of Swords is in the reverse. When the King of Swords is in the reverse, I don't have regard for your feelings. This is my domain. You're going to act right while you're in my house, or you're going to be put out of my house. And I feel like the reason that you don't put them out is because you're scared that they're not going to come back, that it's going to cause silence. But I feel like you must take a different perspective and a little bit of a harder attitude towards this person. Be happy when you see them. The decision could be this. The different perspective is I need to be harder with them. I need to be just absolutely, completely honest to the point that I don't really care if they come back. I'm going to be happy to see them. That's my choice. I'm going to take action though, and I'm going to say, you can't treat us that way. You can't say those things to me. We've got the Knight of Swords. You must exact the justice. You must go at it a little bit aggressive because this person, I feel, has become comfortable with disrespecting you. You have to remind them who you are. You're the Empress. I take care of my own money. I pay my own bills. I don't need you. Now, we could be talking about two people who mirror each other that are in a relationship and somebody keeps letting someone come back into their life. And when that person comes back, they start off okay. You're excited to see them. You don't say anything because you don't want to rock the boat, and then all of a sudden they start acting a fool again. So I feel like the universe's advice to you is you need to have a change in perspective. The change of perspective is, I'm the Empress. This is my domain. I'm very balanced, and I'm very gracious, and I'm very abundant, and I don't need you. So you better not act a fool when you're in my house, because if you're going to, then it's time for you to go. Because Gemini is not going to mince words. Gemini really doesn't care. Gemini will be a little bit aggressive. Gemini will just say, look, if you're going to be that way, then go. I feel like the universe is saying that you need to get a different perspective here. Tell me what the outcome is here. If there's any more advice, tell me what the outcome is for Taurus, please. Six of Swords, friend. If you've been reading tarot long enough, you know what that means, right? Six of Swords is you must disconnect from the chaos. You have to take all the lessons that you've learned, and you must now put them into play here. Because it's time for something to end, the chaos. It's time for us to maybe part ways. We've got the Nine of Swords, because it feels like with this Nine of Swords here, somebody doesn't make you feel good. By the time you finish with their, when they finally do come back, you finished with the visit, I feel like it's, they gaslight you. Like it feels like you worry about it. You worry that you were too hard on them. You worry that you were too harsh with them. It's like you're walking on eggshells whenever this person is around. They could be a father. They could be a mother. Take it as it resonates. But we have this Nine of Swords here, which tells me that I've got to move away from this because somebody is like gaslighting me, is like treating me in a bad way, and then turns it on me and says, no, you treated me in a bad way. You're the Queen of Swords. You're the one that taught me what I know. So don't tell me that I'm saying the wrong things. It almost feels like a little bit of gaslighting. We do have the Emperor and the Empress. So it could be somebody who is, it could be somebody who when it's like they're away for a very long period of time, and when they come back, it's like they think that they can just walk in and take charge. But I feel like you need to tell them to back up their junk here, to back up their stuff, and because you're the one who doesn't really need them. But this person feels like when they step into your turf that they can take over. We've got the Five of Pentacles, we've got the Seven of Cups, and we've got the Ace, sorry, not the Ace, but the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you really need to make a decision here. Are you going to let them back in, or are you not? We've got the Seven of Cups here, and the Seven of Cups in this particular depiction, you can see that the person has two cups. I love you, but they're looking up at the Five. Am I going to regret letting you back in my house, right? For another shot at me face to face. It really does feel like this person is quite immature, whoever they are, and they're not necessarily someone who's learning their lesson. So I feel like your advice is that you need to look at it in a different perspective, and you need to be a whole lot harder on this person. Look, when you're the Empress, you're not really worried about who's not coming back. So if you haven't gotten to the Empress level yet, in order to get to the Empress level, for me as a reader, and I've said this before, the Queen of Swords and the Empress are kind of looking at each other here. And it feels like that's the last lesson that you have to learn. You must protect your domain. You must protect for the underdog. Like you must say something, stand up, and do it in a way that this person, that you're not worried if they ever come back. I don't care if it's your child, if it's your mother or your father, or somebody that you used to be in love with, someone maybe that you are in love with, but somebody who tries to conquer you. And meanwhile, you're the one carrying the mortgage, going to work, raising the kids. Like it feels like somebody who comes back and feels like they can just do and say whatever they want. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So I feel like it's competition between two people. It's like this person knows that you can take care of yourself. You can do your own thing. You don't really need them. And I feel like it becomes a competition, that this person comes into your life and says, no, now I'm here. Now the Emperor's here, and now I'm going to conquer everything. And I feel like you need to turn into the King of Swords in the reverse in order to put this person in their place and let them know that if they're never coming back, you're going to be okay. You're going to be just fine if they never show back up again. Yeah, I feel like you need to use all of your tools here, my friend, because negotiations are over. I feel like you need the victory. And I feel like you've been in a really hard place with this person. You know, I feel like this person is going to turn into the Page of Cups. I feel like they're going to back right off. And once you say to them, look, I'm not scared to lose you. I'm not scared to have heartbreak. I feel like this person is going to back right off. I feel like you have a lot of memories you're stuck in memories with this person, and that's why you don't want them to never come back. But I feel like there's a point at which you have to say, look, I know my worth, I have my self-respect, and I can't let you get away with that anymore. Yeah. So I think it's this Emperor that possibly could be someone who is acting out in a childish way, someone who feels like they could just have whatever they want when they show up, that you're just going to invite them in because either they are your partner or they used to be your partner. Maybe they're baby daddy, baby mama, take it as it resonates, that this person, because you've let them back into your life so many times without exacting justice on them, holding back justice, that they feel that they can just act a fool when they're around. But I feel like that the next time you see them, they're going to be meeting the King of Swords in the reverse. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for being here and watching, Taurus. I hope that made some sense for somebody. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.